Baby.
Yeah, get that sick out. What's up, everybody?
Whoa!
Welcome to Characters. Welcome. We're out here in April. We are your personal April Fools, bringing you that 3-day-old prank energy.
Look at us. If I was a fool, I would be like the one that juggles and farts at the same time. And if Justin was a fool, he would have badmouthed the king and be dead. Probably.
Yeah, I know. Well, you work your way up to fool, and you're like, yo, this is my platform. It's my time to shine. No one's willing to take this king down, and I'm gonna tell him what it is.
I'm gonna say it. What would be your classic catchphrase back in the day if you were a fool that people are like, say the thing.
Wow. Somebody pop my boils.
And everyone's like, yeah! Holy shit!
He did it. Wow, that's it. I'd be this sort of Urkel of
mine would be here's mine. I actually really like this experiment. Here's mine. Mine would be like, the horse ain't dead yet.
Oh! And you're like, no, that's real. That's real. It's horse.
True. The horse has not yet passed away. Folks, you're here to see the best medieval style comedy that anyone has to offer. We're taking you back, folks, way back. So if you're a serf, you better can't this.
Serfs up. Serfs get up for your boys here on Characters Welcome. The first Characters Welcome was in King Edward's court when two fools came and played royals briefly.
King Edward and the Foolish Four brought it from Chicago over to New York.
The Foolish Four. Oh man, we would crush it if we were in medieval times, man. We would. We should go to medieval times now and see how we would do.
Medieval times is this is a true story. I got told off at medieval times one time. I drank a slightly too much mead, maybe just
common mistake.
Just too much grog, and I got told off by the Yellow Knight during the show. This is true. This is 100%.
It's the yellow. Oh, he's here.
No! I got told off by the Yellow Knight during the show to stop making fun of his horse because I was not heckling him. I was heckling his horse. And he told me to fucking quit it, and I quote.
Wow, it's a fun time. Yeah. Wow. Did he stop the show to just really tee off on you?
No, he because they walk around and they do their thing. Before they even fight, there's a long... Have you ever been to medieval times?
I have not.
Spoiler alert.
I sort of lived medieval times for a while with my sword play and work as a young man.
We got a pic of that? Do we got a pic of that overhead? We got a pic of that?
There it is. Wow. See, what's more medieval times than that?
Yeah. Oh. The kiss of that. Medieval times, see, you show up, and the time that they tell you to show up, the show, you aren't even allowed in for another hour. They're just trying to get you to buy weird tchotchkes outside of the place.
That's a classic Broadway hold, is what you have there.
That is what they call a classic Broadway show, which anyone who's anyone knows exactly what that is. Then you get let into the space where there's no utensils. You eat with your fingers. It's supposed to be fun because you're eating with your fingers. Although they offer you like a medieval Coke Zero or just like Taylor's character last week, very similar. Like would you like a cup of Dogfish Head 60-minute grog?
Yeah.
And so you drink that. Then there's like 45 minutes of not fighting where they just do horse tricks. And that's
that's my favorite part. I love to eat during the horse tricks.
The horse tricks. I mean, and it is
when the horses' butts are really close.
That's true. You're eating, watching these horses. Literally, it's insane how much shit just comes out of their bodies constantly. It's just powered by shit. There's a poor guy with a weird net that just kind of is running behind the horses, trying to catch it and scoop it up. It's horrible.
It's part of the natural life cycle, Just think that could be. Honestly, we'd be horses if we were alive in medieval times.
No, not me.
I think that's why I think it's ironic you were heckling the horse, because I think you saw an old rival, an old soul.
He didn't like it. Stevie says, "Papa didn't work. Did the Just for Laughs leave us in a cardboard box on the side of the road?" Yes, it did, Stevie. Yeah. We are for rent. So, folks, if you are a large conglomerate / 7 Fi-Di bros who have a lot of money and don't know what the fuck to do with it. We're here. We are here. You could snatch us up right now, and we will sell out, and we'll say whatever you want us to say.
Yeah, we're willing to say anything.
Kathy, thank you so much for that comment, Kathy. I can now recognize when Justin isn't listening to you. It just happened.
I was writing my little joke. I was writing my little joke in the comments.
I tried to talk to Justin. He looked up and he was like, his response to my line of logic that made sense was, we'd all be horses, right? In medieval times.
That makes sense. It followed.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
It followed.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah, I was doing the work. I'm doing the business. It's multitasking.
It is. There's a lot going on. The only person that can do it all is truly best tech in the biz, Jorge. And we're just kind of here. Any other news to report from this week, Justin, before we get started? What's going on?
What has been happening in our lives? Did we talk about our live show, the duo show?
We spoke briefly of it, but the first video is up of the live show, folks, on our YouTube page. And spoiler alert, the ending, very
controversial,
very divisive. I've never seen a whole group of internet folks come together and say, yes, we agree. We do not appreciate the ending to this.
Well, what I love about it is they're like, great piece, so fun. Ending, no, not interested.
Yeah.
In a way where I was like, how did you all agree on it?
All agreed on it. Very funny. There's one time, and maybe someday, once someday locked behind a Patreon of some sorts, I'll talk about the one video that I had to remove from the YouTube page because it generated a kiss of hatred immediately, and I had to make it not on our page anymore. A character that I thought was pretty innocuous, but was not.
Really?
Yes.
I'm so curious because I actually don't know that story. I believe.
Yeah.
We also, I want to shout out you for putting up. You did a piece, not this most recent show, but the last one, where you had a sort of a flub at the end, and you posted it, and you called it "Eric fucks up," and I thought that was a baller move.
Thought I'd do it. Thought I'd put it out there. It got a lot of love. People were like, "Wow, he's human." My favorite comment on that was somebody said, "It's a shame they took Eric out back and shot him in the fucking head after the show."
Like a horse, Eric. Like a horse.
Much like a bad little horse, if you can believe it. Hey, look at us go, dude.
Wow, this is like confusing to my eyes.
Yes, I'm having trouble understanding.
I mean, I'm not saying don't leave it up, but it is. I was like, information is coming in.
What is going on? But yeah,
look, we are the horses in this situation.
It's true.
You're the horse right there.
I'm the horse. But that was the first of our duo show, which we're gonna have 12 duo videos coming at you hot. I can also say, mark this in pencil on your character
character calendars.
Mark it in pencil on your characters on your calendars. Our next show is
look at this typing. Eric, are you paying attention to me?
Yeah, dude, ducks, right? I think ducks also are funny. Our next show, soft lock it in for Friday, May the 3rd. Friday,
soft lock.
Locked in, baby. Friday, May the 3rd. This is exactly 1 month from now. I can also tell you what the theme will probably be, and it's probably going to be called Open mic?
Hot mic.
Hot mic. It's going to be called Hot Mic. Every single character will use a microphone in some way. That means I'm expecting to see some speeches, some people talking at funerals, some songs, perhaps.
Yeah.
It's going to be
very presentational. It's going to be fun. My piece from our duo show was a stand-up comedy piece, and I'm excited to find another way of doing a mic thing.
Wow. It's Scheuchler's birthday weekend.
Oh, shouts.
And Scheuchler, you come to our show on May the 3rd. I promise you will be there. That would be fun.
Yeah. Your presence is your gift, and we'll take it.
Yeah, always love to have you there. I promise you the back of your head will feature prominently in probably all of the videos from that, which would be just very dreamy.
Yeah.
Justin, what do you say we get started? What do you say? You think people are just like, what are these horses talking about? Let's get to
it. Yeah, they're just like kettles just about to boil over, whistling as they work.
Yes.
But let's welcome our first character. I'm very excited for this. We have this is sort of topical in a way, I think, what with the recent release of Ghostbusters.
It's true. The recent release of Ghostbusters, that came out already?
Yeah, the Frozen Empire. You haven't been taking it in the culture, popular culture.
I'm kind of an old head on the Ghostbusters. I'm a little bit crabby about Ghostbusters. Somebody just said, "Is someone's Discord notifications on?" Yes, mine are, and now I have to mute you guys.
Yeah,
Right?
nice.
I have not seen. I saw the lady remake of Ghostbusters. I think that's what it's
That's
technically.
sort of the title that you don't say, but
But
but yes,
I have you seen this one yet, Justin?
I have not. I
No.
have not.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm
I'm
sure.
looking forward to the lady remake of this Hollywood.
Yeah, next week.
Coming soon, I betcha.
Yeah,
Well, but
but
let's talk about we're halfway. We got lost in our intro. Let's talk about our first character. Please welcome to the Rectangles, Davey Maroon, an expert in saxophone ghost removal.
Get out of here, ghost! Get out of here, ghost! Get the hell out of this house, you ghost! Get the fuck out of this house! Oh, get out! Mr. Carlisle, you're right. Your house is haunted as shit. But luckily, you got an expert in ghost saxophone removal. Get out of here, ghost! Get out! This is not your house, ghost! Oh, yeah, I get it all the time. Why the saxophone? Look, you know how vampires don't like garlic and aliens are afraid of commitment? Well, ghosts are afraid of saxophone. It doesn't matter how well you play it. They just hate the sound. Watch. Oh, they hate that. Oh, they hate that shit. Oh, these ghosts are getting pissed. Oh, they're pissed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, I know what you're thinking. What type of ghosts are running around? I can tell you. You got two little Victorian boys running around. Get the fuck out of this house! And they got right? And you know what they say about little boys with typhoid? They hate sax. Get the feet moving. Get out of here. I don't care how sick you were. Oh, we got a woman from the depression. We got a woman from the depression. Oh, she looks so sad. Get the fuck out of this house. Oh, that ghost is pissing me off. Look, I get it. You have your doubts, but trust me, I have a degree in parapsychology from Ackroyd University, so I am. Oh, yeah. Oh, ghost has got me good. Oh. Did you feel that? This ghost likes it. Oh no, he's loving it. Oh, he's liking it so much. He loves it. Oh, he's asked. All right. This is Mr. Carlisle. This is worst case scenario. You got a ghost who likes saxophone, which means I have to do the only thing. This is gonna be awful. I apologize in advance. Please clear the space. Get out of here. Get out of here, ghost. Get out of here, ghost. Oh, I'm sorry you all had to see that, but look, there's nothing that grinds a ghost chords like dubstep beatboxing. Now look, let me just double check. Yeah, we're clear and free. Now, if you have any trouble going forward, who are you going to call? Me. You call me.
Yeah. Wow, Kenny Gray, everyone.
Kenny Gray, everybody. So funny. I love those sax blasts. Now, I assume that you play more of the sax than just those.
I just got back into it. Every time I've done that bit, someone's been like, I just thought you were really going to play it well. And I was like, God, I wish. We're working on it.
No.
Oh, really?
Please. I mean, as far as that piece goes, that's so funny. Oh, man.
So funny.
Well, you are also the third I would say of all the instruments that are out there, I've seen more saxophone based. What is the pipeline from saxophone players to character performers? Would you say saxophone players are the silliest, goofiest of all orchestral folks?
Maybe. I do think there's a large crossover of silent marching band kids involved in comedy who find marching band somehow more embarrassing than improv and sketch comedy.
Not possible, but probably it's a smarter choice at the end of the day.
Yes,
but yeah, the saxophones were rascals. The percussions were, the cool. You could buy weed from the percussion kids. That was how I
was a percussion kid.
Here we go. Jam sesh with the
I don't
band boys.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but hold on just one second.
Yeah, you're not. You're gonna drum your own little drum. He's tooting his own horn.
He's gonna show us his rudiments.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what he's gonna pull out here.
I don't want to toot my horn, but one of these days I'm gonna pull this bad boy out.
Whoa!
Fucking crazy. Okay.
How have you not featured that in a character yet?
One of these days, behold, Glockenspiel is going to make an appearance.
You have that on hand, and you've never brought it out. It's in
my living rooms. I let off steam and noodle on that shit. I put on some LCD sound system and play along. You know what I mean?
It's like if I got off camera for a second and walked like I was Steve Buscemi, and I just had him here all this time.
You were like, he wants to be on the show, but
I just don't let him. That's crazy. That's your number one priority.
It's an abrasive. Let me just say, Justin, we're gonna get back to you in just a second, Kenny. But the Glockenspiel is an abrasive instrument. It doesn't sound. It's not an inviting sound as far as the computer's microphone is concerned, Justin.
Okay, I don't know. It doesn't sound like beep boop boop beep boop boop boop.
It's a little bit pingier than that, and also that is a slur in marching band language. What you just said is fucked up.
Hey, you don't think I know what I'm saying?
Kenny, I have a question for you.
Sure.
How many times have you had to repair your ceiling, and why duct tape?
We moved into a place we're in Los Angeles where eccentrics thrive, and we're in a place. This is wallpaper this was a child's room. So
is it butterflies?
It's butterflies, yeah.
Butterflies.
That's not. Oh, I see. Hard to put wallpaper on a straight ceiling, I would think. That is a task that would blow whatever little brain cells you have left.
Yeah.
Right.
So where did you move to LA from?
From Boston. I was in Boston for quite a while. Moved here about almost 2 years ago.
Nice. What are you doing comedy in Boston?
I was, yeah. I started doing improv in college, and then I got involved with Improv Boston.
Yes.
And
that's where I started doing improv as well.
Oh, your name sounded familiar, and I was curious if you were.
Yeah, you're on a do not return list, right?
Yeah, I was only there for a year, but I was on a team, and we used to do shows over the Fred Astaire dance studio, I think, downtown somewhere. There was also a theater in Central, I think Central Square. Is that right? That we used to do shows in.
I've done a couple shows in Boston at Improv Boston. They're really fun.
Yeah. They're also gone.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the pandemic, they're a closure.
They didn't make it.
R.I.P.
Honestly, for rent, right? Just like all of us, we're doing our best over here.
Yeah, right over here. It's a tough time for everything, really. Not to get too inside, who's the sort of the head of Improv Boston forever who moved to Florida? Did you ever know him?
Oh,
Will. Yeah. He was the nicest. He's so good.
I'm waiting for Justin to find out that guy got hard canceled.
Did he do something fucked up?
No, that was the next artistic director who got hard canceled.
So I got the good one. I said the good one.
They ran him out of town with saxophones. He hated saxophones. Yeah. It was crazy.
I'll tell you what, Kenny, that sax looks legit because you have the right little. I like how saxes hang on one little lanyard. Every other instrument's got a whole rig. Sax is that's got to be loose. I'm going to be up here. I'm going to be over here.
I don't know what you're capable of. Now, were you besides marching band, were you ever in a funk band or a band of your own? Did you play any shows?
Yeah, I played for a while before comedy. When I was in my teenage years through 24, I was a musician. So I played in a rock band, did the DJ thing, but then was not serious enough for that crew. But yeah, no, I play music for a long time. So I have all these instruments laying around for bits.
Yeah. I love that. That
Great.
is awesome. And if we were in LA, could we find more of you? You got any shows coming up?
Yeah, I'm on a character team here in LA called Back Pocket, directed by John Milheiser.
Nice.
I also do a monthly sketch show at the Pack Theater, and I'm doing a hour of characters at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. So
that's awesome.
Really fun.
Very exciting. Are you doing that with anyone else? That you're going solo?
Just me.
That's badass. That's awesome, man.
Thank you. You'll see this saxophone man in it if you come see it.
No, because that character that's
very fun character. What's the name of the show?
It's called Kenny Goes to Sleep.
Good. Really, really good. I love that. That's awesome, man. Well, don't be a stranger to this show. Anytime you got something you want to put up, please let us know, and we would love to have you because that was fucking awesome. That was
great. Thank you so much, and thank you to Sarah for took her class. Thank you to everyone. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you to the world. Great to meet you, Kenny. Have a good one.
No, see you, buddy. Oh, that was so fun. That was a great character.
Such a fun piece.
Really good. You really think I should do something with this old thing, Justin? Really?
Yes, I do. It's shaped like you've died and gone to heaven, and that's the only instrument you have.
It's very angelic.
Let me ask you, can you give us just a little bit?
You're not going to be able to hear it. I don't think.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Could you hear that?
Yes, it's amazing. It's like a 1950s doorbell. I feel like I'm settling in and having a great Mr. Rogers experience.
Beautiful. What a dream.
Now it makes sense why you were able to play that bell suit and have it sound good.
Yes, because I come from a percussive. Yeah.
Honestly, so everyone knows Eric's bell suit character. When you first were pitching that back years ago in Characters Welcome, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know how that would ever work. And then you were like, I think I could play it. I was like, I can't imagine that. And no wonder you have a secret skill the whole time.
Oh, thank you so much. Kathy says, is it only the pentatonic scale or were you just playing it that way? I was just playing the pentatonic scale. It is a straight up, it is two octaves. It is a 2-octave instrument.
Kathy L with a Glockenspiel insider question.
Yeah.
That's even more outrageous than having a Glockenspiel and someone being like, I have a specific Glockenspiel question.
No, I mean, what's funny about that is that Justin, this is great because the world of music to you is like fucking magic. And so that was a very innocuous question. And you're like, I love that music, because you're such a creative person and you're so hands-on and you make things with your hands, you make things with your words, but music to you is like this
concealed world, opaque. No understanding. Someone's like, make a C note. I'd be like, no idea. Not even close. I couldn't even begin to make any note.
To make a C note. That kind of shows your knowledge of things that
sing a C note. Is that what
it's funny? You're a creator, so you think that we have to make our C notes.
Yeah, don't you make music? Where do you get them from?
It's true.
You buy them?
You do make music, but I don't think I've ever heard of somebody making a C note before.
Manufacturing, mass producing
a pentatonic scale, please. I do miss music because I was in a little bit of a basement funk band in college.
Oh yes, your hair loose, cigarette hanging from your lip.
I have some crazy pictures. I'd have to find some pictures to show to Jorge to throw up here. But yeah, we were in this nasty funk band. It was fun.
Pentatonic scale.
We had a good time. I do miss those times. Boy, if only. And I thought to myself,
crying.
That's not a career. Comedy is a career. And
you made the right choice.
Yeah.
So. Honestly, Glockenspiel and trying to make it in comedy is about the same level of.
I would say you have
bookable.
You have equal chances of succeeding.
Success.
I have been eyeing. There's this. Justin, if I call something a MIDI instrument, would you know?
I know that. I know MIDI. Yeah.
So there's a MIDI xylophone out there, and I was like, should I just buy that and become like a Reggie Watts like loop station comedian and just make some beats and make some jokes? I don't know.
Doing musical comedy is like starting on third base. You only have to be a little funny.
Yes,
and everyone's like, I loved that. Straight
up. I got the cosign from Kenny Gray in the private chat. Immediate yes. It's about 12.
And let me say, it's not even, that's not a knock on that. I'm just saying, if you want to just swing, you could literally like bunt, and you will crush when you're.
Yeah.
People are ready.
It might be fun to do a little MIDI keyboard loop station, do some like funny songs. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Worked for that Bo Burnham fella.
Wow. Look at you. Right up there. You go from Glock player to Bo Burnham, right? One leap.
Step 1, buy Glockenspiel. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, Bo Burnham's
your Bo.
Yeah.
Your Bo. Your Bo.
Oh boy. But I'm not Bo. I'm me. And we have some characters to perform. What do you say, Justin?
Let's do it. Let's bring out our next character. Very excited for this. I don't know a lot about music. And I guess this next character likes books, which is sort of like music for the eyes, right?
It is like music. It's music. It's brain music. It's brain candy. Yeah. It's eye music. Yeah.
Yum, yum. Let's soak up some brain candy, but maybe a little bit on the speedier side. When we welcome to the rectangles, a speed reader.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen.
Salutations, class. I am Professor Kenneth Foresight, but who are you? Perhaps you signed up for this class because of the course description. Learn to speed read any book in under 3 seconds flat. Knowledge is power. Slap God in the face. You are God now. Fulfills language arts credit. Well, look to your left. Now look to your right. I made you look 2 times because you're fresh idiots off the dum-dum boat, but I can make you smart through the art of speed reading. For example, here's a stack of books I've never read before. And on top, George Orwell's Animal Farm. Don't blink. That's right, it's that fast. I've trained my eyes to read the book faster than the waking mind can comprehend, you see. And due to my patented method, it should take several seconds for my brain to catch up, as it were, as the book's contents are gently absorbed. Ooh, piggy, piggy, oink, oink, milky, milky, mother's milk, big horse, strong horse, dead horse, allegory. I'm a big fat piggy with a stinky tummy. Daddy's stinky tummy belly. Slap me around like a dirty little trough hog. Communism.
Horse.
No doubt you just witnessed me fall into a quiet meditative trance. I wish I could see it for myself, but I black out every time and no one will describe it to me. Now, who's ready to learn? You seem confused. Many of you are leaving the classroom. Well, go. Knowledge is scary to unrefined minds. You poor millennial troglodytes. Would a children's book help relax your vapid nerves? Harry Potter, perhaps? Quite a few floors below the reading level of someone like myself, but we make do. Oh, Harry, wizard baby, motorcycle, piggy, piggy. The wand chooses the daddy. He who must not be stinky. You're a tummy belly wizard hog. Happy birthday, Harry. When I was 11, I, Kenneth Foresight, got my penis caught in a birdhouse. Dumbledore dies. Oh my God. I wish I could be you seeing me, because whatever you just witnessed was probably very beautiful. Lucky you. A brief moment of quiet reflection, dangerously hard nipples, not sure why, but that happens every time. And now I have all of Harry Potter at the tip of my stinky tummies. Tip of my finger, yes. Now I'll need several brave volunteers for this next part. Everyone is running away. God damn it, you bumbling apes. Even the Department of Education rejected my system, calling me a spastic flailing baby. But why? Why? I mean, the dictionary, the Kama Sutra, the Bible, all within your stupid grasps. Think of the possibilities. I'm offering you a gift of whole universes. We can be a stronger, smarter society if you think of the possibilities. Papa Jesus, crucifix, double fist, flick the wrist, jizzy piss, pissy piggy, stinky stuck. Adjective, held in place, used in a sentence. Mommy, get the birdhouse off. I was trying to feed the bird a wormy. A worm, a wand, the word of God, the Father, Son, and holy shit. Exorcist, sexorcist, piggy style, Hagrid's kiss. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son that we might have internal stinky tummies. Tonight's homework is to speed read chapter 1 of my new book, The Power of Positive Belly Daddies, Unlocking the Birdhouse Within.
Eric Feurer, everybody. Now, what say we take the people a little behind the curtain here? What part, when you're approaching this, when you wanted to come up with this character, where was your entry point here? Because there's quite literally a lot going on here.
No. What's going on? It's just a guy who's
oh, maybe you actually are going into a trance state. Maybe this is a sort of you're experiencing it. You're a method character right there.
I think my first idea was, what if there was a guy what if you could speed read so fast that the entire contents of the book are literally like punching your brain all at once because you speed read it so fast. And then that developed into, well, what if you sped read so fast that the book and your deepest like secrets kind of hit each other, and then you can't say them and then don't know. So that's why so much of what he says is like embarrassing secrets in his brain.
Yeah. And when you were writing the last run, did you just like, you had the books all like listed that you were covering? You're like, all right, I'll just smash these up in my brain and write the nonsense.
I mean, there certainly are like there's a dictionary part where I describe stuck, adjective, held in place. Then I have a worm, a wand, the word of God, the Father, Son, and holy shit. Exorcist, sexorcist, piggy style, Hagrid's kiss. Yeah, that's I don't know. I'm not really sure
it's
what
like a masterclass.
I think I just
I'm not sure what
I kind of just looked for rhymes, you know?
It was sort of like a pentatonic scale.
Just like a pentatonic scale. People liked that one when that one came out on the YouTube page.
That's a good one.
I think in particular, and I did my old version because I have a newer version where I cut it up a little bit. And I remember Stevie, our Discord mod, was like, you cut all the stuff about the piggies and being in a stink trough, and that was my favorite part. So we put those back in tonight.
Yes, well, great. I think it's in good shape.
It's pretty fun. It's fun to do. I feel like it obviously is not a you character, but it bleeds parts of you because a lot of your characters have very impressive word vomits.
Well, I love word salad. It's the best.
True.
What I think jokes are. Kathy L. Justin, just don't try. That's fair.
Fair. Speaking of the Discord, look at that, folks. If you think that we're fun, and if you think our crew is fun, and if you're having fun watching, and you have fun commenting, and you want to be in a safe, fun space and make my Discord ping all throughout the course of the show, you can join our Discord. We've got a couple hundred like-minded folks in there that just think characters are fun.
Anyway, it's a fun hang. There's a lot of great conversations. Make that Discord ping. And you know what else makes the Discord ping around here is throwing some cash into our business Venmo, because that's what keeps our pentatonic scales being 5 tonics, I believe.
That's what keeps those tonics flowing, folks. I just had some water because I just screamed a lot.
I like that we got to ride with you. If you do send us any money, we will read what you write in the comments aloud. And I say that to get to one of our more popular segments. And that, of course, is Zikor Zeppelin presents Stoner Thoughts.
Stoner thoughts.
Ooh,
Yes.
getting creepy.
Getting creepy.
Vaguely scary.
Stoner thought for today. Be careful listening to Daft Punk's Revolution 909 while you're smoking your stash when the sirens start. You might think it's actually the cops. Then you remember you live New York City.
You live.
What I like about this is there's so many weird commas in strange places and some missing words that make it. That's authenticity, baby.
It makes us truly. We know that it is true to form. That
A
is
lot of people like to be like, I'm so stoned. Zikor keeps it real.
Zikor is like, you haven't even seen Stoned yet. Watch me give money to 2 adult men and talk about it.
Yeah.
That's stoned.
That's stoned.
But yeah, folks, you can send us just a few buckaroonies, you know,
and a couple of commentinis, because that's what I like to drink at lunchtime.
I tell you what, folks, if we get from starting now, if we get $20 hot bucks in there, and from now until the end of the show, this bad boy, the next character next week is going to feature this thing.
Wow,
This bad boy's going to be in it. Okay, it's going to happen.
It's like calling your shot. Everyone can weigh in. Kathy L, Penta Gin and Tonic. Now you're speaking my language. Now I understand that. I know what that is.
Yeah, Justin, you know what that is. Justin, how is your? You know what we should do? A segment called Justin's Weird Booze Fusions. What are you infusing this week, Justin?
Great question. I haven't made anything weird lately, but I have in my freezer something that I think you might actually like. It's a horseradish vodka. If you pair that with like a really nice steak, it is the best thing
that's good
you can consume. It's perfect because it adds if it's very cold, very chilled, it has some heat in it with the meat. It's like you're putting a sauce right in your mouth, but with booze.
Wow.
There it is.
Let me tell you something.
Welcome to Slop City.
Welcome to Slop City, baby. Let me tell you a cocktail that I think doesn't get as much respect as it deserves, and it should be up there with the old fashioned and the gimlet, I say. I've been drinking lately because we got a bottle of this stuff at work, and it's not in the system. So we're all just like making as many of these as we can. Last Words. I think the Last Word is a great cocktail. Do you like the Last Word?
Yeah. Remind me what's in that. That's one that I've had because that's
lime juice
liquor?
Is the only non-alcohol thing that goes in. And then it is gin, green chartreuse, and cherry liqueur, Luxardo cherry liqueur. Equal parts, served up. Yum.
Wow. Yum. You're a real chartreuse guy.
I am a real chartreuse guy. I'm a bitter Billy.
Oh, I'm a bitter guy. That's right. I'm working through a bottle of Suze out back.
You're a bitter guy? How bitter are you, Justin? Just how bitter?
Yeah, I know for a fact I drank out of that bottle in the streets of New York City.
It's true. I got another one. I got another bottle of Malort, folks. I tell you what, if we get $50 in donations, I don't know.
Malort. What's the dare?
I don't know, but Malort is fucking gross. Woo, that shit's wild. I remember you drank it and you were like, "This is good." You're like,
I love it.
You're like, you're lying.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I like that harsh, bitter anything. You ever have Moxie soda? That's like eating the bottom of a tree.
Oh boy.
It's like eating a tree from the root up.
Moxie soda. I've never heard
Kenny
of
Gray in the comments. A+ soda. Yes. Bitter boys, rise up.
Bitter boys, rise up. I got to try it. I thought Moxie, do they even make that anymore? I thought that went by the wayside.
I think you can find it in little like boutique stores. Sid King in the comments. The Lord is poison.
Shit is crazy. It is
very funny.
Anyway, that was a segment we like to call Two Dudes Just Talking About Liquor.
Two dudes just talking about liquor.
Jorge's too good. He's too on it.
Just crushing it. Sid says I had to do a shot of Malort before a wedding, and it was capital P painful. And then we walked down the aisle. Oh yeah, and you were the.
You mean your wedding? Or did you accidentally get married? That's a Malort hangover.
Yo,
no wonder you don't like it.
Malort does crazy things to people, folks. Justin, what do you say we welcome out our next guest? What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. Real quick, Scheuchler, Moxie's one I've long heard of, never had. Yes. I'm going to try to track some down because I love that stuff.
Track that Moxie down. And in the meantime, we should welcome out our next guest, folks.
This is fun.
There's a lot of types of gooses out there. Okay.
Yeah.
There's the old phrase, "Can't see the goose for the gander."
Nice. What?
You've heard that before?
I think can't see the forest for the trees is what you think.
No, I think I would have said that if that's what I meant.
Good, fair point. Fair point. That's a great catch-all for any time you say something wrong.
Yeah. No,
I would have said that.
Yeah. There is Mother Goose, which is honestly the goose, right?
Yeah. This is a very old-fashioned phrase. Every goose has its gander, I think is the cliche.
I think what you wanted to say was every dog has its day. There is
every kettle has its lid.
Every kettle's got its lid, folks. Every horse has its
Eric. Every horse is an Eric.
Every horse, Eric, is a horse. I hate horses, man, too. We didn't even talk about it, but I fucking hate horses.
You can tell. I'm about to kick you. I'm about to yellow knight you.
Yeah, get it.
Talking shit about my horse.
What other gooses are there, Justin? The only other goose I can think of is the famous goose from that Tom Cruise movie.
Goose? No, Kathy L's right. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Oh, okay. No, I'm thinking of Iceman and Goose.
Yes, that's a human, but that's Top Gun. You know that movie, right?
I gotta rewatch that movie.
Yeah, he's flying against geese. He's like
no, that's Sully. That's Sully.
Same thing.
All right,
Sully
folks.
and Top Gun is the same shit. It's the Russians or geese. That's the only difference.
That's all it is, dude. And we're all just a bunch of homoerotic volleyball players.
Wow. That's good. I think you are that speed reader character. It's just real. Folks, let's welcome out to the rectangles. We get a lot of the silly version of this, but I'm very excited to welcome out a serious goose.
Yes.
Oh, a welcome home gift. Thanks, Mom. Let's see. Oh, one of those shirts that looks like a tuxedo. A whoopee cushion. And a Weird Al Yankovic poster. Oh, an autographed Weird Al Yankovic poster. Thanks, I guess. What's with my attitude? Fine, I know this might ruffle your feathers a bit, but I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I don't want to be a silly goose. I'm a serious goose now. All the dillying and the dallying, that's your dream, not mine. I went to college and I got bangs and a blazer. Yeah. It's Goose Crew.
Oh, funny.
Sometimes you treat me like I'm 2 years old. Well, I'm 3 now. That's like 27 in human years. I just can't live your silly Billy lifestyle. Like, remember when Dad went to court for goose tax evasion, and when asked how he pled, he said, "Whoopsie daisy." And when Aunt Edna got a ticket for public intoxication because she couldn't stop doing pratfalls. So much debt simply for the goose bit. Someone has to be responsible around here. Mom, I'm not trying to be mean. We are Canadian after all.
Yeah.
You know, good for the goose isn't always good for the gander.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I want to be a certified public accountant. Oh my God, no. This isn't about last week when I laid my first egg. It's about when we're at a restaurant and the waiter asks how the food was and you've eaten everything and you said, "I hated it." The waiter hates me. I know that they laugh. That's called a polite laughter. A common courtesy chuckle. And when we're at the mall and the dress doesn't have a tag and you're like, is it free? It's not free. It's business. And that business has to pay taxes, unlike Dad. I'm back. I'm so angry I had to leave for a second. No, this isn't new. It all started when I flew south to Goose, Washington University. I met Edgar. He's a raven who writes poetry, which is the most serious thing a goose can do. And then when I came home last week, I pooped in a toilet. I know the Murray's lawn is perfectly nice, but they left the screen door open and I wondered what it would be like. And it was glorious. It made me feel like the Goose United States of America president. I've been feeling like sometimes in a gaggle full of silly geese, it can feel like duck, goose. Oh, you're proud of me for being my own person? You're loosey-goosey and don't care that I just signed on a beautiful rock in the retention pond of the corporate office park on Route 6, the one under the billboard for a lawyer who looks like Ryan Gosling? You're just proud I'm doing whatever I want to do? And we're related to Ryan Gosling?
What? Sid King,
Sid King, everybody.
Yes. Wow. Love the costume. I really like the simplicity of it. Did wonders for the character.
Yes.
Really.
I just wanted to wear the bangs.
Honestly,
yes.
Really good.
I love it. Is that a standalone bang? Is that a bangs wig?
Oh, yes.
It's just bangs?
It's just bangs. I can't recommend just bangs more. It will change your life. I got them for 1 year. I was Dakota Johnson with a bowl of limes for Halloween.
Good.
And
Good.
actually, that's why I own this blazer, for the same reason. And then that night, we all took the bang. Like, I've never been to a party more fun than everyone just trying on a pair of bangs. You feel different. You feel like a new you. And
Justin,
it was like, yeah.
Justin, we gotta. I mean, we have to get some bangs.
Yeah, we have to come back and start the show with both banged up.
And really feel, yeah, that's a really good joke too. Be like, sorry, we got all
banged up. One off, end of show, 30-second show.
Wow, I love that, Sid. Really, really good character. Sid, where are you coming at us from? Where are you?
Obviously a pond.
Yes.
No, I'm in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yes. Which part? Where are you?
I'm in that in-between part that makes people upset between Williamsburg and Bushwick. The East Williamsburg. Yeah.
East Williamsburg.
Yes.
No,
I can't be the one to say it. People get very upset. So
it's a very loose territory, I would argue.
I mean,
and I won't say where I live, but I'm on one of the 3 stops that truly isn't like that is like
no one wants to claim.
Yeah.
That Montrose Meserole area for sure. I feel you. That's where I first moved to the city, was off steps off of Montrose in East Williamsburg. My rent was $700 a month.
Mine's not quite that low, but it is the cheapest place in the city I've ever lived. So
that's a fun. I mean, that's a fun area though. That is a fun, cool place. There's speaking of, there's Duck, the bar right over there.
Yeah, no, that's a good spot. That's also, the apartments in that area are the strangest shapes of anywhere in the city. You can find an apartment that's like crawling around like a McDonald's play place.
When I moved, go ahead.
So I fully live in like, I call it a duplex, but I just live in the basement, but I have like my own bathroom and like a living room.
Yeah.
And a bedroom, but it's like, and then like upstairs is smaller than the downstairs, but like that's where it is a very bizarre apartment. Yeah.
Let me ask you, how many windows you got down there?
Oh, that would be a single egress space. That I can exit through the crawl space because I like live in the cellar, but there's a door separating me in the cellar. So
holy
smart.
They are weird shaped. I've told this story, I think, one time on stream before, but this is a true story. When I moved out of my first apartment, when I moved out of my first apartment in the city that was in East Williamsburg, when my landlord found out that I was moving about 3 weeks before I was actually going to leave, there was a knock on my door, and it was him and a large guy with they're called sawzalls, like kind of indoor chainsaws. And he goes, "Hey, we're turning your apartment and the apartment next to yours into one apartment. Do you mind if we get started on that and just take one of these walls out in your living room today?" And I was like, "Is it okay that that's not okay?" And he was so fucking upset. He was so mad that I wouldn't let him take a wall down and then just have a large other cavernous space, I guess. Which in hindsight, it kind of would have been fun to have 2 apartments for 3 weeks, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was like, "I have to have this ready to start making money immediately when you walk out the door."
Like, this is
and that's horrible.
It's just it's insane how bad I felt at inconveniencing him by not letting him cut a door in my living room wall. But what can you do?
Well, you stopped him from making just $700 on his pile that he makes every month, no matter what.
How's he going to sleep at night on top of his pile of money when it's uneven? It's fucked up.
It's not money under the mattress. The mattress is the money.
You don't get it.
Exactly.
Money is the mattress. Yes.
Money is the mattress.
That's rich, baby. The money is the mattress.
Yes. Sid, where did what other places can we see you do characters? You do a lot of characters around the city?
I don't do a lot of characters. I am on a sketch team, so I'm like venturing into doing solo characters. They're watching, so yeah, watch out, team. Just kidding. The sketch team is fun in moderation. We perform fairly regularly at Caveat in the Lower East Side. You can follow me at Sid the King, and then I also have a podcast and a live show with a podcast called Good Girls Gone Sad. I was raised very religious, and I'm not anymore, and hence the title.
Yes. Wow, that sounds very fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
fun in moderation is the perfect name for somebody that just did a character called a serious goose.
Yeah.
I actually really, really like that. That's really great. Like, let's not have too good of a time here, okay?
No, that's a lot of pressure. Saying it's going to be the best night of your life, it's like you're going to walk away with a smile on your face. That's all we can promise.
And who wants anything more? Now let me ask: is your ultra religious family also watching the show?
So the way I was raised, my sister is, but the way I was raised, it was weird. I guess went to a Catholic school that like it got me good. So my parents were not nearly as religious as my sister and I.
Oh, that's so funny when it goes that way. When I was in, I guess, high school, like 9th grade, I liked this girl, and she was like, "Come to my thing on Thursday night," and it was like the Believers. Like, I don't even know what religion it is. And I would go and I was like, "Oh, this isn't a date. This is me and a bunch of people." And my parents were like, where did you go with this girl? And I was like, "I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing." Sorry, what
were you asking, Sid?
Oh, I asked if there was free pizza.
Yes, but I knew it came at a price.
Okay.
Even then.
There's no such thing as a free lunch because it's normally religious. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you're getting into like doing characters. That sounds awesome that you're on this sketch group. I love Caveat, so that's great. Do we have the right date here for the next one? It looks like 6/28 is your next. Is that your next
June?
show?
Yes. Sorry, I thought you started to say December, and I went no. Yeah, it is.
Wow, that's preparation. That's booking in advance.
Yeah, we got a show in 10 months, folks.
God. You're gonna love it.
The pressure.
And then, wow, thanks for plugging that. That's so nice.
Yes,
and then at Pete's Candy Store on April 29th, we have a Good Girls Gone Sad live show. So
nice. I love Pete's Candy.
Very cool. That's going to be awesome. Very fun. Well, thank you so much for being on here. Don't be a stranger.
Come back. Super fun. Love serious
silly again.
Yes, get silly.
So silly.
Fun. We'll see you later, Sid. Thank you so much.
See you, Sid.
Now listen up, everybody. Listen very fucking closely to me. Sid took off their blazer and is allowed to get silly. You all are not allowed to get silly because we are down to our very final character, and that means that after this there is no more comedy. Okay, just because Sid is getting silly doesn't mean we all get to get silly. Okay?
Yeah, the fun's almost over.
The fun is just about over. We have one more character that honestly is probably gonna fucking suck, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Look, you know what? You made fun of me for hyping the audience up, and now you're doing like the dramatic version of it.
Do you like it or no? Are you into this?
Got him.
Got him.
Got me.
I know that I'm desperately trying to get Party in the Back going, but there's no more Party.
Yeah.
No more Party after this. There's one more character which we will watch because we have to.
Yes,
and then we're
it's a prison.
We're out of here. These four walls, these boxes here, they're all that stands between me and going to play pool. And I'm stuck, folks.
Wow. I hope when you come back after this last character, you're at the pool hall. Hey!
I'm just like, all right, that was really, really fun. I'd like to thank
I'd like to thank something we've never said.
Yeah, I've never thanked anybody ever in my life. Folks, we've got two pieces of news. One of them is very sad. The other's non-negotiable. We're down to our very final character of the night. Boo, hiss, sad. That also means there's no more comedy after this. And you know, I wouldn't be making fun of it unless we knew that the heavy hitter was about to come up. Unless we knew Hat our Mask himself was about to come up. And guess what, folks?
That could be anybody.
He could have, I bet you he's going to have a hat and a mask on. I bet you he's also going to tell me it's the opposite of what I think it is when I'm about to see this character.
That's not what I'm doing.
No, you don't think so? You don't think so?
I guess we'll see.
I'm so excited for this last character, folks, because I know what it is. I know what this is, and you will too soon. And then we'll have something to talk about because there is a deadline fast approaching that is very frightening. And this character is about to talk about it. Let's get him out here, folks. If you miss the big boys of the 80s and 90s film and television, you're going to love this next character, an action hero. Yeah!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich mehr.
So I grab the Russian terrorist by his neck and I say, I hope your asshole's as bulletproof as your nutsack was. Then I shoot him 6 times, throw the diplomat's daughter over my shoulder, hop onto my waiting jet ski, jump over a hovering Black Hawk helicopter, and then I drive that jet ski from the Black Sea all the way back to the goddamn United States of America. All the while bringing the diplomat's daughter to orgasm at least 7 times. And I just have one question for you. Was like any of that deductible? Because my taxes are a fucking nightmare this year. Scared? Was I scared in the 1980s when I faced down an entire battalion of Russian soldiers armed to the teeth? Hell no. Was I scared in the 90s when I took down a splinter cell of probably vaguely Middle Eastern terrorists? Hell no. Or more recently when I took down an army of even more vaguely Russian villains again so as not to offend anyone? No, I wasn't scared then. But was I scared this morning? When I walked into this H&R Block with nothing but a handful of crumpled receipts, my entire fiscal future in shambles? You bet your ass I was.
You bet your ass.
Now let's start over from the top because I am lost in this document. For occupation, I'd like to file as the last real man in America. For a primary work vehicle, let's go with a crashing passenger plane. Marital status, single, and loving it. I told you I do not have a 2022 tax return. I spent all of 2022 on an island prison colony in the South Pacific. I asked my jailer, Aang, for 2 things. 1, to please poison the evil General Zagreb so that we might make our escape. And 2, to please mail in my relevant W-9s and file for an extension. Did he not file for an extension? Because he did kill the evil fuck. Now let me ask you, last year I plunged my knife into the still beating heart of an Al-Qaeda leader, killing him. 2 days ago, I go to my mailbox. I got a fucking W-2 from Al-Qaeda. What's the deal? Are those bastards trying to 1099 me? Because I will not be claimed as a business loss. Yes, I have 2 and only 2 dependents. 1, every single red-blooded American citizen in these United States of America. And 2, a street-smart Bangkok pickpocket named Chow Say. I'm his spiritual father and actual father. Now listen, I don't have much time. I'm on the run from the painted soldiers of the Japanese Yakuza. One final request. Can you please find a way to write off me blowing up the Chrysler building? Because that is going to be a big one. All right, tuck in your butthole, Kimosabi, because this year I want a motherfucking refund. Yippee-ki-yay, tax preparer.
Yahoo! POV, you're a Justin Tyler piece, folks. There it is.
Was it too hot? Too hot?
The mic was a little hot. It was a little hot. It peaked a little bit. Once or twice. Don't be upset, Justin. It's okay.
Oh, it's okay. If it's peaking, I don't know. I'm peaking.
If it's peaking, Justin's peaking. You heard it here first, dude. He is a peaking duck of sorts.
Oh, serious goose, peaking duck.
I love that character. Did you do your taxes yet, Justin?
I just sent them off. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Somebody else does them?
Yeah.
How many? I can't imagine how many W-2s and
I don't know. The 1099s. It's all very complicated.
Yeah, it's way too many. I went with Callie to a tax guy about a month ago, just because she always goes to a tax guy, but she just to try to make sure she doesn't have to owe. And he was like, "I'll do your taxes too. How many how many forms do you have? Do you think?" And I was like, "I think 9 1099s and 2 W-2s." And he was like, "I'm not going to do that."
You said no? That's shocking.
He said it would be too expensive for him to do it.
Wow,
this guy does not want to make money. Because I was also like, I also have an LLC, and he was just like, "Bro, this is fucking crazy."
Yeah,
we're not doing this.
Well, that's why it sucks. It sucks. But this is our business. Our business is earning money from 50 fucking nonsense places.
From 50 joke places. I do love that character so much. So fun. Do you generally owe or not?
Usually do not, but I have it all sort of figured out at this point.
Yeah.
So far.
My buddy goes to a tax guy. He swears by this tax guy. Did I tell you this story? He swears by this guy in Queens that he goes to. The first time he went to the guy in Queens, the guy goes, "Let me ask you a question." He goes, "Let me ask you a question. You're driving down the highway and the speed limit's 55. Do you go 60? My buddy was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you go 70? He's like, "Sometimes." He goes, "Do you go 80? He goes, "No." And the guy goes, "All right, you're not going to get a return, but you're not going to owe anything."
That's so fucking funny.
Isn't that so crazy?
I'd be like, I go 80 when I need to.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "All right, dude, you're getting a fucking grand back. Let's
I'm like,
fucking go."
I don't really gamble, but I would take that. I would roll the dice on that.
You would gamble on the one the one thing that can legitimately put you in jail.
They don't put you in jail. They just fine the shit out of you. You're not lying. Yeah, they just are like, "Where did you actually?" And they're like, "I don't have the receipts." And then they'll be like, "All right, well, you're paying taxes on it."
Okay, I guess so. The end. Fuck me, I guess. Folks, that is our show. Let's bring in the best tech in the goddamn biz. Jorge, hop in here, Papa. Wow.
Hey, boys.
Hey, boys.
Hey, boys.
How you doing, buddy? How's it going?
I'm all right, bud.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Fine.
Bathroom situation. For those who don't know, is the latest update is they slapped a new coat of paint on it. This one's antimicrobial.
That's good. And I mean, honestly, what I want to do is keep that festering black mold inside as long as possible. We don't want to air it out. We want to seal it up like a tomb.
And now you don't have to shower. You can just rub against the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's antimicrobial, so
it's good. And by the way, completely unrelated. Have you ever played the game The Last of Us, Jorge?
No, what's that?
Nothing. Maybe something that you should check out though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, there it is, dude. You are so quick on the draw with these bad boys. Wow,
thanks, man.
Yeah,
gotta be. You
You're a
guys,
genius.
you got my toes.
that's the first time I went to Green. Yeah, is it great? No, Astoria Seafood. I highly suggest that place, man.
Oh yes, you recommended that.
I do love that place. The last time we ate there was a cartoon. It looked like a fucking cartoon. We turned around at our table and looked back, and there was a fish head with all the bones just like behind it. I was like, this is actually incredible. It looks like I'm in a Heathcliff cartoon.
Yeah.
Or
Well, only if you're Heathcliff.
That's it. No one else.
You don't want to be the other characters.
I don't know what other characters there are in that. Dave?
A lot of junkyard cats.
Oh, yeah, that's what that's
He
about.
lived in a junkyard. He was a
I wonder
junkyard.
what that Dilbert. I wonder what Scott Adams is up to. I haven't heard
Trying
from
to come up with some wacky. You haven't heard from him? Because he was sort of a pen pal of yours.
A very good friend of mine. I haven't heard from him in a couple of years. Did anything happen with him or no?
No. Same guy as you always. Same opinions as you have, I'm sure.
Same dude, just Scott Adams.
He posted on Twitter 9 hours ago a picture of Joe Biden with the caption, "Does this face register with you as friendly or evil?"
Yeah, that's Scott Adams, dude.
That's what he's doing.
There you go. That's the sensible man behind the office antics of Dilbert.
Wow, look at him go. Folks, that is our show. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. We got another show on the book the first Friday of May. It's going to be an all microphone show. Prepare to have your ears sucked and fucked.
Gently massaged.
They're getting blown, baby. Get it. We're here every Wednesday. We're having ourselves a hell of a time with the best tech in the biz, Jorge. We have new videos coming up on the YouTube page. Justin has been manning the TikTok like he's in the undercarriage of a World War II airplane.
Yes.
Shooting them out.
It's been good. New one coming tomorrow. I don't know which one yet, but it's coming.
Fun. What a dream. And look out for some fresh stuff happening. Justin and I had this a little meeting today talking about what the future looks like. We got some stuff we got some plans, folks. We got some weird little pervert plans.
That's what we're calling them.
I was gonna say keep me in the loop, but maybe not.
When I say keep you in the loop, this is the loop I'm talking.
This is the
I'm keeping you in the brown loop, baby.
I'm peeking.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. POV, you're a horse's ass at medieval times.
Toot toot.
Knock it the fuck off.